What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week he goes crazy and does something he said other people are doing that ruins humanity. They should be locked up, and they're gay for doing it. That is right. DSP is doing drama content. But not only is he doing drama content, he's watching detractor videos of Wings of Redemption and LTG. What a hypocrite. But also, we're going to hear the voice of Linda Burnell, and it's worse than you can even imagine. And then we have this, courtesy of That Being Said, it's Slayer in the comments. I think you might need to do another collab with asmongold, which will bring viewers back and interest in you. Then of course, DSP, being the incel that he is and closeted gay man, is going to complain saying that this woman is scantily clad. But if it was a guy in a banana hammock, he'd be, dude, this is awesome. This is awesome, dude. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I mean, the game, dude.
It's like all these throwback survival horror games now have to have a scantily clad woman as the protagonist for some bizarre reason. I think they're trying to make the girl look like Claire Redfield, but over-sexualized. There's definitely, like, again, I hate to say it, okay? In the modern day, if a game dev doesn't really have confidence in their game, they just make their protagonist a scantily clad woman now. Because now it's like, oh, see, we're rebelling against wokeness by having that as our protagonist. Did they really need to do that? No. And in fact, if you take a look at games like Silent Hill, I think the reason that the games like are scarier is because the protagonists aren't like that. Like, look at Silent Hill 3. Very scary game, and the protagonist is like a normal girl who's mentally, like, messed up. That's scarier than, oh, look at this girl with her boobs hanging out, right? And you had just played Code Violet. Like, that was the selling point of the game. The game's a piece of garbage. So, I like the idea of the game. If it plays like Crow Country or, you know, again, Silent Hill, it probably could be good. But the fact that they had to go with that over-sexualization is kind of disheartening.
And this week, he started playing Arc Raiders with fallen-off YouTuber Repzion. And of course, this is Repzion trying to get an interview with DSP, trying to leech off of his clout. Imagine that. The little clout that DSP has, which is nothing, he's trying to latch on and get some clout and get some attention and get some money on his channel. What a pathetic loser. And now, if you want to see DSP embarrass himself, being really cringe and out of touch, he's now going to show you how he dances in a club.
Ready to dance with me? Come on, everyone. Get your rhythm going. Dance. What's wrong with you? Are you dancing? Get that dance on. There we go. We got the dancing. We got the dancing rats. We got me, my old dancing emote from back in the day. There we go. Come on, let's go. There we go. Get the dancing emotes going. Dun. Oh, the music ended. The dancing song kind of ended. Damn it. Well, that was a good song to dance to for a second there. Have I ever danced in a club? Yes, I actually have. Yeah! Come on! What a riff. What a guitar riff to start the night off tonight, everyone. Good evening.
And I keep saying this. DSP claims there is no goals, no pressure, no expectation of money. But whenever he's below $150 on a stream, all of a sudden, let's go. Where's the support? Why aren't you supporting? We got 30 minutes left, dudes. Come on. Please support. And it's really funny because as of late, it's been backfiring on him. Because the Dents need structure. They need guidance. They need these goals in order to get your money up, Phil. And you don't realize that. And you refuse to go back to the goals. Even though the goals are still there, just invisible. But your income keeps going down further and further. Because your ego won't let you bring the goals back in fullness.
Please support the content. We're almost done with tonight's stream. I only have like 10-15 minutes left, guys. RimWorld has done well up to now. Every single stream we've got great engagement, attendance, and support. I'll be honest, the attendance has dwindled a lot the last two streams, but we still had good engagement and support.
And now, if it wasn't obvious that Phil's all about money, he doesn't care about views, he doesn't care if 50 people support him or one person, as long as he hits $150. He's now going to say his streams are all about support and maintaining his business.
Repsy, and you're back again? Dude, you're like my biggest new viewer. He says, I made content for 16 years. Having videos do really low views and high views is completely normal. I know. And that's the thing, like, for me, the views don't even matter. It's just, I just need to get an even level of support so I can maintain my business. That's it. And the goals were a way to figure that out. To say, hey, if we're hitting a goal and that goal is hit, then that means that we did good today. And I'm good. I'm maintaining, right? But I've been doing so fine. I mean, again, it's been almost 2 months with no goals, and we're doing good.
Now, during the asmongold interview, DSP said, him begging for money was a joke. There's no pressure. Anyone that doesn't get the joke is stupid and retarded. And it's only the detractors that made a big deal out of it. But now, DSP's gonna retcon that. My fans felt pressured. My fans hated me begging for money. They hated the pressure, so I changed it, dude. This is a man who not only tries to rewrite history, but tries to rewrite reality.
Why did I remove the goals? Did something happen? Everyone got tired of them and said that they were obnoxious and says that I was too pushy about hitting them. A lot of people said that the entire streams became more about raising the funds to hit the goal than making content. So after the asmongold interview, when I got a big bump in support, I said, we will abolish the goals. And we did, and haven't brought them back. It's been almost 2 months now. And of course, all my haters and detractors say, well, no, it's baloney. They're going to come back. There's no possible way that he would stop that and stop doing the goals. But I'm not. We're not doing them. And we have ups and downs. We have some streams that are better, some streams that are worse, some streams where we far exceed what I used to ask for as a goal, and some streams are far under what I used to ask for as a goal, and it's fine. As long as it's overall things are going well and well supported and there's positivity and engagement, then it's all good. And it has been. So there's no reason to bring that stuff back.
And Repsion, being the dumbass that he is, straight up says he's looking for LOLCOW to interview. Remember, he's sucking up the Phil. He's giving him money. I wonder the next cow he's going after. In DSP's chat, as a super chat, hey man, want to know what's the best to reach out to you about a potential interview. Been a viewer for a very long time. And then DSP was complaining, Expedition 33 isn't fun because he can't beat the boss. And he also thinks the only way anyone can ever beat this boss is to look up a guide, get the best build, know what to equip. It's almost like, Phil, people are good at this game. They learn and evolve and adapt to the game. You though, Phil? No. You look it up. You spoil yourself. You don't care about the game. You just want to get it over with and get the money, dude. And look at this. This is one of DSP's bookmarks, where it tells you the up-to-date fast food menu promotions. That is right. So when something new comes out, DSP is the first one to see it. For DSP tries it, dude. And of course, whether this is Phil or actual Dent, Kevin Bernstein is back. And it's funny how, before the stream, after the stream, on his break, he's always there, but never when Phil is on stream. And he says, can't really stay much tonight. I'm kinda tired. Been working too much. By the way, spelling just like DSP in the word working. And the streams help me get through the boring work. Thank you, friend. I'll make sure to give a like before I go. And we saw a glimpse of the old DSP coming through, with him being racist against Asian and their anger, dude.
Oh! So the hyper-aggressive reflex is the symptom of she may be infected. It's not a guarantee, but it's the thing you need to quarantine. Okay, that's interesting. I just thought she was an angry Asian woman and she was striking back, but all right, okay, fair enough. We've got to test a lot of stuff now. All right, so here we go. Pulse is possibly slightly elevated, but maybe not. Temperature seems fine. So pulse is what, 113? Pulse, no, the pulse is fine, temperature's fine. Okay. She's bruised up now because I struck her in all her joints. I had to do it, I mean. So, if it weren't for me striking her joints and she for freaking out and basically her slack jaw, you wouldn't have known that she needed to be quarantined, but she's got to go to quarantine. What's her name? Abigail Murphy? That doesn't sound right, but I'm just saying. Anyway, doesn't seem to match the... Anyway, let's send her to quarantine.
I'll do anything.
There you go.
Just test me again.
Think she's operating under an alias of some sort. I'm just saying. Okay.
Obviously that was DSP being racist, but I'll be quite honest with you, 100% honest. I would prefer this racist DSP to stream than the hollow shell of a man that he is today. He is drained of any joy, drained of anything in life. He just wants to look paycheck to paycheck, tip to tip, super chat to super chat, get the money, get out, boom. At least with racism, he has some energy, he has some passion, dude. He's still a scumbag though. And this is the game that DSP hyped up, that he's gonna be playing tomorrow. Remember guys, he's not a meme streamer. He doesn't play meme games. He doesn't chase the trends. But now, he's gonna chase the trend. Get that day one views, dude. And also remember, he said, why would I play a knockoff of a game? I would just play the original game. Well, this definitely looks like a knockoff of Minecraft. And look at his avatar. Absolutely pathetic. And I love how Gamerface Gaming put Jade on his shirt. Hey bud, when go mad, remember, chill. And look at this, exactly like Minecraft. But remember guys, he is not a children's entertainer. And he got like $7 at this point, and now he is pissed. He wants that money. This is day one, dudes, a brand new game. All the other streamers are playing this. Why are you not supporting, dude?
You know, everyone on the Kick Chat who's just sitting there whining like a baby, just get fucked. No, really, just go sit and spin on something. We're hanging out, we're building up stream attendance, we're just chilling. Everyone on the YouTube side is cool and having a good time, and you guys are just sitting there miserable. Just go get fucked. Really, go out of your house and get fucked. We don't want to hear you sitting here whining like the fucking virgins you are because you're sitting on someone's stream being toxic. You're such losers. Nobody cares. Okay? If you don't like the content, don't ever come back. We're so tired of you.
Wow, Phil, I wonder why your support on Kick is down so much. And I wonder, after an hour, you only made $7 on this stream. But of course, 1 hour in, $7. You know what that means, dude. Wage quit time. Or as Katzbergers calls out, homo wage quit.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm shocked. We have one super chat today, one kick. We don't have a single tip, no memberships, no subs. That's crazy. I don't think I've done a stream this slow in a very long time. So I don't know if this whole first look idea for these kind of games works. This is something that was an experiment that I told you I would try. It didn't really work, did it? Like, people just don't seem to care. Or the ones that are here can't support. It's great, but this is, you know, my job. So if I'm going to cover stuff, I have to do things that people are going to actually show up for and support.
Then he came back from break, and he was at $12. And he said, I'm not doing this anymore. Then someone suggested he do a poll, and he said, oh, that's great. I should have thought of that. So he did a poll on Kick, did a poll on YouTube. They both said, keep playing the game. And DSP said, that's all trolls on Kick. They don't know what they're talking about. And YouTube has more views, which means they also are trolls. But he kept playing it. And guess what? He did not hit $150, not even close.
But here's the question. If I switch, a lot of people are saying Street Fighter 6. If I switch to Street Fighter 6, are you guys going to stick around and are you going to engage and support with Street Fighter 6? Or else what's the point of switching to it if no one cares? You know what I mean?
And of course, DSP going back to detractor content on Wings of Redemption, he posted this under Lumix. A group of guys who have absolutely no idea about anything they're talking about. Talking out of their asses about their betters because they're jealous. What a motley crew. If only we could all be part of this righteous friend group. And then Lumix answers back, I appreciate the comment, DSP, but commentating doesn't help me get my donation goal of $130 per day. But he wasn't done there. He's still threatening people. And this time, he says something very interesting that could be against TOS. You tell me, did he threaten to dox his viewers in this clip?
It was boring. I'm just going to ban every fucking person that says it, and I'm never going to unban one of you ever again. I'm going to find who you are, and I'm going to make sure that you never have a sock account in my chat again. Seriously. I'm not going to put up with this very nonsensical, contrarian attitude when I'm trying to actually get feedback on what people want. For real, I'm not going to take shit from people who are messing with my content. All right? Is that the deal? Are we okay with that?
And then also during quarantine, he played this multiple times. He says this person right here has reverse freckles. And Kevin Bernstein, back again. Yo, Phil. Good morning, DSP Gaming and chat. I'm excited for today's stream. Early access chill fun. Never played it before, but can't wait to get a first look from Phil's gameplay to tell whether it's good or not. In my opinion, he has a good read on whether it's worth following these early access games. Again, spelling on there, just like DSP. Honestly, just don't ask me about my personal life. I'm trying to keep it private and keep chatting about Phil and the stream. Yeah, we're all excited for another night of chill raids with DSP. It's going to be epic. Sometimes it's not for everyone. Some people do what they can. I'm just glad I found something that I can truly enjoy and have fun and can see myself doing for another 15 more years. And now someone's going to ask DSP, why should we tip you before gameplay? And compares it to going to a restaurant and tipping the waiter before they actually get their food. And DSP says, because he's been here for 17 years, you should just give him the money, dude. What an entitled prick.
Daniel says, you don't go to a restaurant and tip before you're served. Why would I tip before gameplay? Because I'm 17 years I've been serving you. Right? It's not like I just started. This is my first stream. You know the quality of the content, and if you're here for it and you like it, you already know what's coming. So, you know, that's like saying I go to my favorite restaurant where they always give me an amazing meal and I love it. And, you know, I act to the waitress or waiter or cook, I act like I don't know them and, oh, you better do a good job tonight, right? That's not the vibe we have around here at all. I hate to tell you. If you think it is, you're in the wrong place. Not everyone has been here for 17 years. Very true. And if you're a newcomer and this is your first stream, welcome. Feel free to enjoy the content absolutely for free and make your judgments. I'm just saying, if you like the content, please support it. Like the stream. That helps for engagement. Support in the ways that you can. It's all appreciated. Here we go. Marty, I don't... Marty says, tip in advance to ensure you get good service. Don't get spit in your food. Now, that's ridiculous. I would never spit in anyone's food. I promise you that. If you come to restaurant DSP, you will never get spit in your food. Even if you're a jerk to me and my staff, you'll still be treated with the utmost of respect. But I'll probably burn your steak. Anyway.
And then we have this comment in chat. Flatman is the type of guy to work a minimum wage job, mod in eBeggar for free, and then donate to the eBeggar his hard-earned money. I mean, he's not wrong there. And so far this week, he's had 4 streams below $150, but remember guys, he's successful and everyone's jealous of him. And now, he has low support for Arc Raiders. And he planned on playing this 3 times a week, but now he's saying, because low support, he's going to play it less and less. That is right. He is setting up wage quitting Arc Raiders.
Because I get them all the time. How are we even doing? Like, I haven't even looked. Oh, wow. See, this has actually been a very slow support stream for Arc Raiders, which is shocking. Maybe it's because I'm playing it too much now. Because I was playing it only twice a week and I was spreading it out. And now I'm doing Arc Raiders every 2 days, and now it seems like tonight we didn't do good. So maybe 2 times a week is the sweet spot for this game.
And even if you want proof that Arc Raiders is going to be wage quit in the future, he puts this in the title. Is Arc Raiders slowing down? And look at these pathetic views here. And what he did was, on the next pre-stream, he view audited and money audited his audience to say, what's going on? Why aren't you guys watching this on demand? Why aren't you guys supporting it? It's only 1 or 2 people. Let's going on. Let's have a rally, dude.
All right. Now you might say, well, what about Hightail? Okay. Well, I'll answer that question with a question. What about it? I bought it early access. I played it on launch day. I did everything that you guys seem to think would have been exciting and would have worked, and it really didn't work. If one person hadn't done a big contribution, the stream wouldn't have done well, and the game's not performing well as an on-demand series either. The only situation where I would go back and play Hightail again is if I get an abundance of people who contact me in the next week and are like, Phil, it's, you know, the situation's changed. The game's very popular now. If you play it again, your stream will do better. We'll show up and we commit. We'll support it. Then I'd be like, okay. I'm just not foreseeing that happening. I'm foreseeing that if someone's going to get views on a game like that, it's going to be asmongold. It's going to be a big streamer who has the audience and has that opportunity to show a game that's lesser known to that audience, and now that audience will actually catch on and maybe check it out.
And now DSP is going to respond to Repsian wanting an interview, and DSP says, I'm not going to do it. However, he still wants Asmongold to invite him to the podcast, wants to interview him, and basically what DSP is doing here is, I only want to talk to people that can help me. I don't want to help anyone else. It's all about me.
Said a word to me behind the scenes about anything. Okay? Right now, if he were to say to me, hey, you want to do an interview? You know what I would say? No. I have no desire to do an interview. I'm good. I'm making content. I'm doing good for myself. I want to keep making said content. I have no desire to do any kind of an interview right now. You know, I would say the one thing I'm kind of interested in, if Asmongold decides to do his podcast, that's gaming related topics and stuff, I would love to be on that show. But outside of that, I'm not looking to do any interviews about my personal life, drama, or anything like that. That's, you know, I'm doing good. Why would I want to invite that kind of attention again? You know what I'm saying? I said a word.
Then he put this on Twitter. Make no mistake, there's a big difference between criticism and trying to ruin someone's life. SOK/KWO/whoever need to move on or seek help now. Remember, this is 2015. And this year, 2026 and 2025 last year, he kept defending SOK, saying they are better than the current detractors. And of course, everything comes down to money with DSP. He hates that the current detractors are making money off of him. And remember, SOK is also the people that were responsible for getting him swatted too, dude. Then he puts this thumbnail as RimWorld. It's all over. And he quotes it and says, likely my best thumbnail ever. And we all saw this coming. It's absolutely horrible, Phil. 20 years, still doing shit like this. And another game that is gone is Pokemon. As he says, today, it's probably done since none of the regulars are in chat, aka gave me money. And now we have this courtesy of Marked One. And this is incredible. So if anyone was wondering if Linda Burnell was still alive, she is. And now we're going to hear her voice for the very first time. And remember, Phil always said she was a chain smoker, but my God, nothing can prepare you for the sound of her voice.
Hello?
Hi, is that David?
Hello?
Hi, is that David?
David?
Yeah.
No, he's not here. Can I take a message?
Can I ask you what your name is, sorry?
Linda.
Oh, this is Linda. Oh, hi there, Linda. I was just trying to get some information to your son. I believe he posted on Facebook that he'd been missing a hand cart. And he'd left some contact details, but we couldn't get through to anyone. But he did leave David's number, I believe. I was just trying to get through to say that we'd found it, but I have no email. I've got no way of telling him. Could you just tell David that we found Philip's hand cart, and if he wants to send a message or something on this number, we'll get it back to him?
His what?
His hand cart.
Hand cart?
Yes, you know, like a cart, like what you would take things to the shops with or something like that. You know, like a little sort of trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found that from him. He had posted on Facebook, or it might have been Instagram, I can't remember, that it had been missing from near his property.
Alright, I'll tell him.
Thank you very much. You have a lovely day, yeah? Oh my God, I spoke to his mum! Bro, did you hear her? Because they said she's a smoker as well. And did you hear her answer the phone? She's like, hello. And I thought in my head, oh my God, this is his fucking mum. What? Handcart? She sounds rough. Oh my God.
And then Wings for Redemption's audience was talking about DSP. And the thing I've been saying the whole time is that Wings is ghosting DSP because DSP was talking down to him in the interview, giving him all this life advice, and Wings did not like it. And even goes so far to say he would not say that to me in person because he would slap him down harder than Jake Paul.
Blackout does not like that I think DSP is worse than you.
I think you have a hard on for DSP. Like you hate that man unrealistically.
Did you see? You should see what he comments under Lumix's videos. Then, if you think I'm just being too nice.
Did you see what I put?
Spaceman. Let me tell you a secret, right? Every day I wake up, there's somebody saying something negative about me. And me knowing about it or not knowing about it or basing my opinion off of that means nothing to me. Oh, somebody made a documentary saying I'm a bad person. Cool. Oh, somebody said I was fat. I've said it myself. You know, it's like, I don't care. Let's see. Pinned by a group of guys who have no idea what they're talking about, taking out their asses about their betters because they're jealous. What a motley crew. If only we could all be a part of this righteous friend group. Oh, they're talking about us, our DSP conversation the other day. I got that vibe from him too when I talked to him. Like he condescended down to me. He wouldn't do that shit in real life though.
Dude, yeah, DSP wouldn't stop talking, and every time he did, he would always pull he would always pull the upstairs, bro. He would
Yeah. I'd slap DSP in his mouth, and he'd look like Jake Paul when he's fighting Anthony Joshua. The whole his betters. It's like okay,
Well,
calm it down. Put that horse and cart back in the wagon.
You're free to like him, and I'm free to not like him. There we go.
I'm better at Baldur's Gate than he is.
legendary Street Fighter. Do you not know that he got 4th at Cubo?
Well, I'm a legendary Call of Duty guy.
And DSP has still not learned this lesson yet, is he's telling people YouTube needs to be sued because the copyright system is broke. And of course, what DSP wants to do is silence any critics, silence anyone that is talking crap about him. Even though it's all fair use, he's the Mussolini of YouTube. And he's telling people, okay, let's go, start suing YouTube.
What needs to happen is YouTube needs to have an actual way by which this content gets fully reviewed and taken care of. Okay? 100%, they need to have a better system for it. They don't. Their system is garbage and not sufficient legally, but literally no one has ever sued YouTube for their system. They've actually sued for dumb stuff like, oh, you demonetized my channel because it's about zombies, and now you think zombies is adult content, so you demonetized the whole channel. Like, they've gone to court for that. No one has ever sued YouTube and said, hey, YouTube, your system actually doesn't work. It's not sufficient for enforcing copyright, and on a daily basis, my copyright is violated thousands of times. It's your fault. I'm suing your ass. No one's done that because everyone's afraid to bite the hand that feeds them. Oh, if I sue YouTube, well, that means maybe I won't be able to work on YouTube anymore, and I've killed my career. But in reality, that's what needs to happen. A whole group of people need to get together and sue YouTube in a class action saying, this system is broken. You need to have a real one, or else don't allow this at all. Just shut it down. Anytime you see a restream, anytime you see that, it has to be shut down. It's theft. You can't allow crime on your site just because you're complacent and don't want to be involved, right? That's like saying, I own a plot of land out back, and I just allow people to go there and sell drugs on that plot of land and shoot up right in front of everyone in the neighborhood. But it's your plot of land. You own it. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. What do you mean? You own the fucking land. It's all the crimes are being committed on your land. Oh, no. Okay, YouTube, whatever you say.
DSP put this out on Twitter. Huge change of plans. After the DSP morning show, which he has not revealed yet, Arc Raiders is cancelled on Thursday. Instead, I hate to say it, but I have to do something that I don't want to do. Join me as I go nuclear on stream for a special event. Now you're wondering, what could he go nuclear on? What is the thing he didn't want to do? Well, we're going to find out very, very soon. But before that, he's saying he's now going to do the pilot episode of the DSP morning show. And you're wondering, what the hell is that? Basically, all those days where he says he's not going to have a podcast, he's going to do the quote-unquote DSP morning show, where he does Q&A, talks about gaming news, hangs out, chills, and basically begs for money. And you're wondering, what's the difference between the morning show and the Level 1 podcast? Spoilers, nothing. He's just doing a pre-stream without calling it the pre-stream. And the best part is, it's called the DSP Morning Show. And when does it happen? At noon, 12 p.m. I've never seen anyone mess up every single aspect of their life more than DSP.
Now, this is the pilot episode of the DSP Morning Show. What is the DSP Morning Show? Well, this is going to be on days when I don't do my podcast. I've been having a little hangout build-up session for the stream. I've just been calling it that. Like, hey, come on and hang out. We'll build up the stream attendance before we start with whatever the real subject matter is of our stream today. Well, I'm going to call this the DSP Morning Show, where roughly starting around anywhere from 11:15 to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, up until noon, sometimes a little bit past noon. We've even gone as far as like 12:30 p.m. We will just hang out and enjoy each other's company, talk about various topics. Unlike my regular podcast, this show will not have an agenda. I won't have, I want to hit on this topic and this topic and this topic.
And despite DSP harassing Wings of Redemption on his channel, in the comments, in DMs, he says he's not going to bother asmongold. He's not going to be harassing him. However, he wants his audience to go over there and harass asmongold to work with him again. What a scumbag.
You're talking to the wrong person. If you're interested in ever seeing me do work with asmongold, I'm open to it. You should go tell asmongold. He's the one who controls his content, not me. And if I bother him and be like, hey, you want to do something with me? Hey, what happened? Can I be on the show? You want to do something with me? Do you want to know what that is? That's obnoxious. All right, the guy was gracious enough to give me an insanely rare interview and to give me a big bump for about a month there. I'm not going to go bother the guy constantly about stuff. Maybe every once in a while I'll hit him up and see if he's down to talk or maybe do something. But I'm not going to be bothering this guy all the time about shit. Like, that would be incredibly rude, I feel.
And this was DSP's big reveal, is that he's going to react to detractor content on LTG and Wings of Redemption. The thing he said he would never do. The thing he said that was ruining humanity and that people should be locked up. The thing he said was for gay people, which I guess that fits you, Phil. But it's amazing. When views go down, when money goes down, he always goes back to drama. Of course, he is hypocrite side Phil.
So, in an incredibly rare occurrence, recently, streamer LTG, Low Tier God, was on his stream and someone presented to him a detractor video of Wings of Redemption made by Wings of Redemption detractor Breaking Banquet. Okay? So LTG commented on the detractor video of Wings of Redemption. When he did that, all of his detractors jumped on that and made detractor videos of him reacting to a detractor video of Wings. So this is like total inception, like streamer inception here.
And DSP went on rants, self-projection all over the place. Even here, he talked about Wings of Redemption's surgery. He said it was a meme. There's no evidence. Nobody knows what really happened. And spoilers, Wings has talked about it. And basically what happens is he set up a fundraiser to get the surgery. The American doctor told him, you have to lose 15 pounds to get the surgery. Then he started looking around because he doesn't want to lose the weight. He wants a quick solution. Wings went to Mexico doctor. And the doctor said, oh yeah, only lose like 5 to 10 pounds. Wings did that, and it was also a cheaper operation. So he got the surgery done in Mexico. And then with the remaining money, bought a truck, did stuff around the house. In a nutshell, it was a scam. And DSP's also going to say, I never used money that I raised during a marathon for something else that I claimed I was going to. And remember, during June the King's documentary React, June the King in his doc called Phil out, and Phil admitted to it. And remember, save the house, pay the back taxes. However, he's still paying those back taxes to this day. Make that make sense.
John Dog says, isn't weight loss surgery stuff similar to your mobile game stuff? No. Because I never said on a stream, hey everyone, I need money for a particular thing, and then raised it and didn't spend it on it. That's literally never happened. Not once. Yes, back in the day, I was guilty of doing, let's say, to do a fundraiser stream. And this stream, I need to raise $1,000 to pay my taxes. And guess what happened when I raised the money. I paid the taxes. That happened every time. Now, I also was irresponsible with other money, but the money that I raised went to exactly what I said it would go to. Okay? Now, I remember June the King even said to me, well, wasn't there a time when you did a stream and you raised a certain amount and you said, well, it didn't go to everything? Well, yeah, for example, let's say I did a marathon and I said, whatever I raise on this marathon will go to taxes. But then, oh, come to find out, Phil took $100 out of the $1,000 that he raised during the marathon and he paid another bill with it. Yeah. Because it needed to be paid. But the point is, like, I didn't do a marathon, raise $1,000 and dump $1,000 on a mobile game immediately, and then I had no money. That never happened. Not once. But that's what my detractors say. Okay? And that's why you got to take everything with a grain of salt. When they say this about Wings and they say, he raised all this money for the surgery, but where did the money go? How do they know? How would they actually know where the money went? They can guess. They can try to see things in the environment that change. Maybe he spent it on this or that. They don't actually know. They don't know anything. You know what I'm saying?
Then he was calling out LTG for view botting and put up a false image to make himself look bigger than he actually is. Wow, Phil, I wonder who else that sounds like. And don't get me wrong, LTG is a piece of shit. But I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy of DSP here. And then he did this exactly the same with Kino Casino, where he would watch the video and talk with them through the video, almost like he was there. And he was doing the same thing to LTG in this video, where LTG in the video would ask a question, and then DSP says, oh, I can answer that, let me tell you about that. And then his audience was not having it though. Nobody liked this, and I've never seen this before. Every single dent from all three cows, every single detractor from all three cows came together and they all hated it. There was barely anyone that actually liked this. And we have Emperor Ferbs, who's a mod for DSP. But then he will complain to the regulars about how low support today was on the night stream. And he even went as far as to say that Wings' wife Kelly is an enabler and lives in a coddled bubble. And she's the reason he got bigger, because there's not a strong support system. Phil, again, projection with your big fat ass wife. I wonder how she got that big with your amazing support structure that you have in place there, Phil. And this absolutely is hysterical. DSP is mocking LTG for not speaking properly and saying words and phrases that don't make sense. What a scumbag alien. And then he went on a rant about how he's better than both of them, he's better than drama content. What he does online has a positive impact on the planet, and says his entertainment, his knowledge helps humanity as a whole, and he's happy knowing he helped someone on the planet. And now DSP is going to call LTG poor for meal preps. And what DSP thinks a meal prep is frozen dinners that he heats up in the microwave.
Insanely expensive. Like, they way overcharge you because they did all the prep for you because you basically are inept and can't figure it out for yourself. So he's basically admitting that he's an idiot, that he's willing to way overpay to get daily meals pre-made for him.
When the fuck did I ever say I was subscribed to a meal prep? When the fuck did I ever say I was subscribed to a fucking meal prep subscription? Oh my god. Oh man. Poor guy, dude. Poor dude.
That he can just squirt a sauce on and toss in the microwave, or toss in a wok and stir fry, or just toss in his oven. He can't go to the supermarket and buy groceries because that's too hard. He has to subscribe to a meal service to do it.
And now DSP is going to try and play both sides and say he's just a gameplay streamer. He doesn't do drama. He doesn't get himself caught up in drama, even though he just did drama. And of course, like I said, everyone hated this, and it's DSP trying to put out the fires, trying to calm everyone down because he knows he fucked up. And even his regulars are calling him out.
Every part I heard, I was like, that's something I could say something good on. That's something I could add something to, or I could comment on. I got that bug back. You know what I'm saying? I got that bug back to say, this is something that I want to do. I want to comment on something today, which I never do. Again, every other content creator does this. I really don't. I just do gameplay. I want to do something different today. All right? Let's see how this goes. Now, obviously, you're going to have people on the internet who are going to have opinions about this. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. All right? I have the right to do any kind of content that I want. If I feel like something is fun or different or interesting or variety or I can add something, I'm going to do it. I have the right to do it. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. Oh, but I thought Phil just does gameplay now. Well, yeah, I do. But hey, if something presents itself, something unique, something different is going on, and I want to comment on it, I'm going to comment on it.
Then even Jade didn't like this. DSP Gaming, I don't like watch this. I so sick this. And during that whole stream, LTG got mad and leaked the DMs where DSP sucked up to LTG and tried to get him on his Christmas special. And LTG did not respond at all. And then we have more comments. Redface, the guy who timed out DSP on Wings of Redemption's chat. No hate DSP, but you're a massive hypocrite for making this video. You call us enablers, but you yourself donated Wings streams multiple times. Not to mention, you get angry when people make fun of you in your detractor videos, yet it's okay and appropriate to treat Wings this way. I thought you were better than this, DSP, and would be understanding what Wings is going through. Go ahead and ban me, I don't care. You really showed your true colors with this. And DSP responded, sending Wings a few bucks and wishing him well versus sending him 100 to 500 donos and not helping him to improve are completely different things. You timed me out for 24 hours in this chat because I want him on my podcast a second time to help him branch out. Make new content and stop being miserable by grinding it out in Battlefield 6 all day. You're dumping thousands on the guy isn't improving him, it's killing him, and you're just too short-sighted to see it sadly. Please, 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 DSP, don't do this kind of content anymore. Didn't watch, but did he actually just watch the Red Dale video for 3 hours? Yeah, he stretched out a 12-minute video to 3 hours. You really need a mirror on your desk when making react videos. And then DSP responded, I don't need a mirror, I have OBS, missing the whole point, saying that he's a hypocrite. Had to be the worst stream, drama stuff is so boring. Also stretching a 15-minute video into 3 hours, WTF. Aye boss, this stream gave me cancer. Why bring back drama? I thought you were done with it. This is one of the worst streams you've done. Doing something like this regularly would be a cancer for your fanbase and would die down pretty quickly. No one wants anything to do with me because they all watch detractor videos out of context instead of my own content. Watches Red Dale and Breaking Banquet. Does this mean you're doing illegal things? This isn't your content. It might be pretty gay doing the drama content, but as long as you're okay with being gay, everything is good. Congrats on coming out, Queen. Yays! Why bring back drama? I thought you were done with it. And then this is the comment I was talking about with the mirror. I can see myself in OBS, genius. And then even Stock and Tiger, Timbo, the guy who went bankrupt 3 times for DSP. DSP Gaming, I did not like the day stream today. I will never support a stream that you make fun of someone else based on detractor videos. You did not like it when the kick drama guys do it to you. And now a reminder, around Christmas time, how DSP called everyone gay for doing drama, and how bad it was.
Drama content, I make LOLCOW content, drama content, okay? I'm sorry to say, are you not aware that drama content, gossip content, this whole kind of content, you do realize that is female-centric or gay-centric content, right? It always has been. 1,000,000%. Who's the one who's always gossiping behind closed doors about each other? Who's the one who's all dramatic about each other, insulting each other's looks, insulting each other's actions, doing this backstabbing shit? That is burly shit teenage girls do and gay guys do. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So if your entire existence on the internet is dealing with drama, right? Making fun of someone and how they look and how they act and how they sound because they're a joke, ha ha ha. Dude, that is the most immature, burly shit. You are so gay if all you do is shit on the internet, insulting people all day, period. And that goes for all the drama content creators. That goes for all the fucking detractor channels. You're gay. Well, now it's my time to try it. Right? Seriously. It's time for me to try it and see how it goes. All right? And you might say, well, why today? Why this particular content? Why? You know what I'm saying? It's this simple. It's because these are two guys who I've had interactions with, who I have relation to, and who I have insight into. Because what we're going to do is go through this video, and I'm going to analyze the different aspects of the videos, the detractor aspects of each. I'm going to tell you about the actual stories behind both of these guys in these videos so you actually know the full story. And I'm going to tell you my take on what's being said in these videos, both Wings and LTG. Okay? So you may be excited for this. You might be, whoa, this is some completely out of, I never expected this, out of left field from Phil. You're right. I wasn't planning on doing it. And then it's like yeah, the stars aligned. The video shows up in my feed. I'm like, what is this? I never would have expected that it actually would have been like, oh, you know what I got to do? I got to change pop-ups because they're going to block LTG. Look at that. Oh, that would be horrible. Can you imagine if LTG got blocked by the pop-ups? Oh, man, how would we get to the street without seeing this man's face, right? Anyway, so are we ready? Ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. All right.
And of course, LTG had to clap back at DSP. And this is what DSP wanted, a reaction, because he thinks this is going to turn into money and views and attendance. Spoilers, he did not hit the invisible goal on the React stream. And that is a sign of the times. Drama content used to bring in like $3, $4, $5, sometimes more $100 for DSP. Now, it's barely over $100. The end is near, dude. You're sinking and swirling around that death drain. Eventually, the water will go down the drain.
Now, for context, as soon as I said something about his stream setup, the guy went straight up to Toys R Us and just started grabbing all types of toys, you know, stuffed animals, lights, ding-dongs, ducats, all types of electronics just to spice his backyard up, you know, the back of his stream. As soon as I said something about his attire, every goddamn stream was a fucking Hawaiian shirt. I'm like, bro, I didn't say put on Hawaiian shirts. I just said try something a little bit different. The dude started opening up his shirt like Burt Reynolds with chest hair. I'm like, what is going on, bro? When I said, you know, dress a little bit better for your stream, I didn't mean go out straight to Marshalls and purchase infinite Hawaiian shirts, nigga. I didn't say Gilligan's Island and shit. I said literally just try a little bit harder. The guy went and just cleaned up Marshall's first rack, size medium, size small, all Hawaiian short sleeve button up shirts. All right, but this isn't even a fun part, right? That's just little clear.
And as you can see, Low Tier God dropped the DMs with DSP and said, gotta be a sexual obsession at this point. Catch me live later. And then DSP still not understanding that LTG wants nothing to do with him. So you're coming on the show now? LOL? And it's funny because remember DSP was making fun of LTG having meal preps. Look at this throwback from Smart Guys where DSP showed off his meal preps. And look at that. Look at those healthy frozen fries and TV dinners, dude. And at one point, LTG, being a retard himself, realized DSP is a retard and that he's so bad at trash talking and banter, he just quit.
So he has a meal plan. He can't make meals for himself. So someone does it for him and he pays them exorbitant amounts of money to do it. And the meals, by the way, aren't very good either. So he's scammed there. He goes to the gym every day. He can't afford a home gym. He gets his oil changed through the dealership. So he has to wait 3 hours to get his oil changed. He could literally drive to Jiffy Lube down the street.
All right. I knew he was going to say that. You know what? I'm going to end the video right there. As soon as he said Jiffy Lube, hey, look. DSP, Burt Reynolds, me and you were not the same. All right. Look, bro. Wish you the best. I'm going to retire out gracefully from this back and forth. I wouldn't even consider the back and forth. Just analyze the video. Damn. I mean, I really don't know what else to say after that.
And then everything got back to Wings for Redemption, and he had a theory on why DSP is so desperate for money right now.
Here's the positivity and fun, right? The only reason Phil isn't more desperate than he is now is because he's sitting there waiting on his parents to die. He's sitting there counting the days until he gets his inheritance. And that's going to make everything in his life better. if he had to worry about like what his retirement looked like, what happens if his wife gets sick, he would change how he deals with people, how he looks at opportunities, and how he chooses to spend his money.
And then in the night stream, people were talking about drama, what happened earlier, LTG, Wings of Redemption, all that stuff. And DSP said, hey, you guys are not talking about the stream, you're not talking about me. If anyone talks about drama tonight, you're banned. DSP, get some help, you need it. And then the next day, DSP had a great idea. He's gonna retcon history and reality. And ladies and gentlemen, we have King Snake 2.0, who's gonna say, it was a social experiment, dude.
Because yesterday, folks, was also a different kind of experiment. So everyone out there who's restreaming this, everyone who's clipping this, get ready. Because this is actually what you wanted to know all along yesterday. And I saved this little tidbit of information until right now. Okay? Yesterday's little experiment was conducted for one really sole reason. I wanted to see if I did something, if I would basically get the reaction that I expected. Okay? And so I put the little things in place for the last month and a half to get this to happen and go down the way that it did. I sent DMs to LTG that were completely disingenuous DMs, knowing well that eventually he would leak them as he's leaked every single DM I've ever sent him. I kept saying no drama, no drama, no drama, no drama to build up the fact that people would say, oh, there's no drama. And then if I did this, that people would react. I was purposefully watching some detractor content from these guys. You were seeing when I was watching videos on my streams in the related, there was like detractor videos, you know, for Bummix and other, you know, LTG detractors. Like all the stuff was already laid out, the groundwork. All I needed to do was pull the trigger on a day when I felt like this is a day that this would work. And so really the opportunity presented itself when this video came out. I was like, oh, an actual crossover video between two detractors. That's interesting. Let me now use this as my opportunity to conduct my experiment. Okay? And so I ran my hypothesis. I laid out the experiment. Ladies and gentlemen, the experiment was a smashing success. Well, what was the experiment? The experiment was that if I tried to actually get a reaction from the internet, that the internet would actually bite. And the answer is yes, absolutely 100%. So much nonsense on the internet is surrounding me. As I keep telling you guys, I am the center of this vortex. That all I want to do is sit here and play games and chill and have fun. But the internet just waits. There's this sitting there outside of the vortex salivating, ooh, when's Phil gonna say or do something that we can jump on? And so I said, I will give them something. And you might say, that sounds very narcissistic. Well, it is. But the point is, what I say is true. You might say, well, gee, Phil's so full of himself. He thinks that if he does anything that everyone's going to react to it. Well, they do. I actually am the center of this focus of attention for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. I don't think I'm interesting at all. Being honest with you, I don't think I'm interesting. I think I'm just a normal dude who just wants to play games and hang out with you guys. I don't know where all of this comes from. I never did. I think it's insane that a crazy amount of people hyper-fixate and focus on me to get attention and content, okay? And so I said, you know what? I bet if I reacted to other content creators, if I reacted to detractor content, I bet I could get not just my community, but all these other communities would be involved. And it would be this big thing. But let's see what happens, because it could just be a whole nothing and maybe it wouldn't work. It worked. Folks, all the detractors of all of us are making content. All the fans are making content. Everyone's talking about what just happened yesterday. I can't believe DSP made this content. What do you think? Well, you know, it's kind of hypocritical because he says he doesn't want to be about drama, and now he made a drama video. But you know the stuff he said in the video is pretty true. Yeah, but he's an asshole about it. He's a dick and blah, blah, blah. Exactly what I planned. Like, literally, every single thing that I thought would happen happened. We had LTG immediately exploding on Twitter, going on his stream, doing a giant rant about me, dropping the DMs, which were fucking fake DMs that I purposely sent him so he would drop the DMs. I mean, he literally is the most predictable motherfucker on the planet. He's such a simpleton with a simpleton's brain. You can know exactly how he'll react to any situation. because he doesn't have like intelligent thought or self-awareness. He just acts exactly like you want him to in every situation. And then on the Wings of Redemption side, exactly as I knew would happen, his little friend circle of players ran to him to tattle. Did you hear what DSP did today? He said these things about you on the stream. We told you he's a dick. We told you. You see what we mean? All of it came exactly into existence as I had planned. Dude, it took 100%. Not even a misstep. It all fired on every cylinder. All the Wings detractors made videos. The LTG detractors are making videos. X blew up. It all happened because I said so. It's pretty scary, don't you think? Pretty scary to know that I played everyone and I just set this entire thing up for a reason. So, allow me to end it like this, all right? All you people out there who follow this drama content, and this is all you do, like, all you do is you follow people, you hound them, you make content about them, you watch the drama content that others make about people, all right? You're wasting your life, but I can't stop you from wasting your life, but I just want you to understand something. It's a simpleton's game. It can easily be played, it can easily be milked, it can easily be used for gain, for pain, for whatever. Because the people involved in this are not the smartest people on the planet, they're the dumbest, all right? At any moment, I could go into drama and I could easily manipulate the entire community for my own purposes. Or I could just ignore drama forever and stay out of it and also be successful. I can do whatever I want. Because someone who actually is smart and has talent can do whatever they want. And again, you could say, well, that's narcissistic. Well, guess what? It's fact. It doesn't matter if it's narcissistic or not. If it's true, I performed the experiment. It 100% worked. I proved my point. Now I'm going to go back to doing what I love. But just know that at any moment, I can manipulate all of these simpleton idiots to do exactly what I want and how I...
And despite the drama, he thought there'd be more attendance, more money. However, he played Expedition 33, and it was a complete failure. He's now telling people, what's going on? I want to play this game, but you guys are not supporting it.
You don't think Expedition 33 is the problem? Then explain to me why when I play other games I can get attendance, engagement, and support, just not for this game. Explain. If you want to know the truth, it's not the game, it's the audience. For some reason, this particular audience doesn't enjoy this kind of traditional turn-based RPG. They just don't. And I can't make you like something you don't like. I can explain to you why it's good. I can show you the good aspects of it. I can tell you how much I'm enjoying playing it. It doesn't mean it's going to translate to you. You know? It doesn't. There's nothing I can do about that. So, you know, it's not the game's fault, but if you're saying it's my fault, then explain why people like my other content, right? Just, you're an idiot if that's what you think. Okay.
Yeah, you hear that? It's not him. It's not the game. It's the audience. It's the audience's fault. They're not giving him money and showing up. What a scumbag. And now we get the Street Fighter 6, and of course, his nemesis is back. And throughout the night, he kept losing over and over and over, and all the excuses were there. Netcode, it's lagging, the guy's a cheater, blah blah blah. Let's show you how bad he did in Street Fighter.
That used to be the move you would do at that range. Can't do anything. What? She literally did a crazy fucking anti-air. I didn't even do anything. Somehow he got hit in the face by it. Dude, the game is fucking terrible. I literally did nothing. I was just, huh? Hail Mary full screen hits me. Right. Oh, mash jab. Mash fucking jab to beat the drive rush. See what I mean? It's no skill. It's safe. Oh, I'm just gonna mash this light button and see what happens. Yeah, I'm done. Fuck that. I'm not playing now. I'm not playing camis anymore. There's no point. What is the point of playing cami? Every button is safe. Everything is a fucking cancel. You don't have any skill. You just play the same pattern as everyone else. It's the same shit. Everyone does it. Unless I have a top tier, I can't stop it. So I'm never going to face cami. I'm just like, fuck this. Just back right out. Just back the fuck right out. There's no point in playing it. Really, there's not. It's a waste of my fucking time. Awful. So if you actually want to see a new character, I need you guys to hang out, engage, and support with Street Fighter. All right, and right now it's pretty good. Let's keep that rolling. Let's hit some goals tonight, right? Let's get some goals. There is no goal. We're good. Like, I'm happy right now. But obviously, more support for Street Fighter means maybe I could consider playing it more during the week.
And then DSP made a joke about like an ice, like the physical ice. And Jade said, I not like ice. My chair this not easy in ice. And of course, money was down. And it's time for overtime. He's begging people, give me more money so I can play it more. And then one person that was not there, surprisingly, was the Street Fighter whale, Jax Raxter. And we have this in chat. Did you hear Jax Raxter was in a major bus crash? He then flew through the front windshield of the bus and was struck by another bus, causing him to explode. Maybe time to drop Street Fighter 6. And guess who's back? You may be wondering, who is Ward Chadden? Well, this is the new name of Dr. Lexus. That is right. That 220 retard is back to support DSP. And he's still delusional, as he put this as the title of his pre-stream where he reacted to LTG and Wings. I rule the internet. What a scumbag alien. And that's how the week ended for DSP. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe. Subscribe my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.